Champion Robin McCarahan has won cash and prizes totaling $17,118. This week, players could win a computer, a diamond ring, an exercise bike, or a trip to Ireland, and continue a journey towards a fortune in cash and prizes, including a luxury automobile and $50,000 in cash. In total, over $100,000 on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of the show, Jim Perry.
Hello there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Happy to have you with us. And we're happy to have you with us for Sale of the Century. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for spending part of it with us. Let's get to business. Welcome back, a very bright champion. Try for a fourth win, Robin McCarahan. Hello there, Robin.
Hi, Jim.
Doing very well. Over $5,000 in cash, over $17,000 in total. Got an exercise bike on the last show. That should be a lot of fun, I would think.
Right.
You're a writer. You could probably exercise and write at the same time there or something.
Or watch the television.
That's right. It's built-in television.
Yes.
That's not bad at all. So if you win today, in addition to a great prize, you play the winner's big money game for $8,000. So all set?
Yeah.
Good luck. Good player. And here to introduce the challengers is Summer Bartholomew. Hello there, Summer. Whom did you bring us today?
This contestant, he can walk on water from Seattle, Washington. Welcome, Paul Weber.
Hello there, Paul.
And she can strike a memory at any time from Santa Barbara, California. Here's Michelle Mullen.
Hello there, Michelle. See you later with some bargains. Thank you, Summer. Michelle, you can strike a memory at any time.
That's right, Jim. I have a matchbook collection of over 500 matches from my travels across the U.S. and the 5 states that I've lived in.
Oh, yeah, that can be a pretty interesting collection if you kind of... I remember my father had one years ago, and he mapped out the ways that he went, just so you could just follow a path that way.
That's right. It's a great way to have memories.
Good. Nice to have you here. Paul, you can walk on water. Really?
Well, Jim, I'm a windsurfing fanatic, and I've windsurfed in Australia, Hawaii, Caribbean, Mexico. Give me wind, give me water, I'll be there.
And you can walk on it with a windsurf. Where's the best place that you've windsurfed?
So far, the Caribbean I've loved.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Sounds nice indeed. Good to have you here. $20 start, all three of you off. Let's get into the match with this. What two-time Oscar winner was once billed as TV's The Flying Nun? Michelle?
Sally Field.
That's who it is. $5 for the correct answer. Michelle goes into the lead. You'll find 1 in the bathtub, 3 in the circus, 5 in the Olympic symbol. Paul?
Rings.
That's right. 1 in the bathtub, 3 in the circus, 5 in the Olympics. You've got 5. You're 25. An old proverb says that man cannot live by, Robin.
Bread.
And
alone.
all 3 hands gone for the buzzer. They cannot live by this alone. Bread it is. We've got a 3-way tie. What kind of bread spread comes in smooth and chunky? Michelle?
Peanut butter.
Yes, and all the hands are gone there. Michelle gets for there first. She's back in the lead. What country is a Spaniard referring to when he talks about the Estados Unidos? Robin?
The United States.
Yes, indeed. And Robin gets there and ties Michelle for the lead. Time for an instant bargain. Player in the lead normally could buy bargain merchandise, but ladies, we have a tie. Michelle and Robin, only one of you can have this. When you hear the low Sale of the Century price, hit your buzzer for just one of you. This is yours.
Michelle or Robin, what a lovely surprise. The Gruen Curve X watch, a gold-plated his and hers classic. Actually curves to fit the wrist. Timely beauty, furnished by Gruen Industries. And it's normally priced at $600. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $5.
$5. Oh. Both of you married ladies,
Yes.
his and her watches for you and your husband, $600 worth of watches for $5. But I'd like one of you to have it for the value of one question, so let me just tempt you a little bit. I'll tell you what, $5 it would cost, $600 for his and her watches with $100 in cash. Okay, Michelle, $100 in cash, that's all she needed. $700 bargain, you've got the watches. I was going to wonder how high I'd have to go with that. I didn't have to go too high at all.
That's great.
We'll knock the 5 off. Enjoy that. $700 bargain for 5. In the 60s, what popular TV comedy show was hosted by Dan Rowan and Dick Paul?
Laughing.
Rowan and Martin was indeed laughing, and Paul goes to 30. Stays very close. What body of water is sometimes referred to as Old Man River? Robin?
The Mississippi.
Mississippi is right. Robin goes into the lead. When the Washington Senators turned down this Latin American after a baseball tryout, he went on to become the leader of Cuba. Michelle?
Fidel Castro?
Castro once tried out for the Washington Senators. Yeah, he was that good a baseball player. And Michelle gets another 5. $5 separate the players, $10 money card on the board as we play the fame game, and we're looking for a famous person. I was born in Pennsylvania in 1908 with the middle name Maitland. At Princeton, Henry Fonda and I were roommates and members of the Triangle Club. I acted in several plays before I began making such movies as You Can't Take It With You, No Time for Comedy, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Michelle.
Henry Fonda?
No. Don't say anything more. You're out of the rest of the question. We'll clear it. We'll continue for Paul and for Robin. Robin doesn't need any more.
Jimmy Stewart?
Jimmy Stewart, yes. Guy said he roomed with Henry Fonda. Robin's got control. $10 money card where?
Piano number 1.
Well, the lights are flashing. We lock into your buzzer. You could add to that slender $5 lead. Good luck, Robin.
$10 money card. Now.
No, the other quarter number 9, and she gets...
It's a wall sculpture. The Artisan House Pueblo metal sculptured wall hanging, antique white, fine accessory to add style and charm to your house. Furnished by Artisan House.
Very nice, very unusual. That'd be a nice memento of the show. I think you'll enjoy that. I wonder how fast they would have hit the buzzer if they had gotten to one of my favorite Jimmy Stewart movies, It's a Wonderful Life. We'll be right back.
We drove up a really long driveway to a property that was hidden from the road. It was so hot. It was overwhelming to see how many animals there were, as well as the conditions they were in. Puppies tied up to chains. It was 100 degrees and there was nothing for them to drink. It was terrible.
This summer, thousands of loving animals are suffering in the sweltering heat. Many of these animals have been left for dead, and we need your help to rescue them.
The dogs have nowhere to go, nowhere to get out of the sun, no access to anything for relief. They were skin and bones. They had no food, no water, with no help in sight.
Go online or call right now with your $19 monthly gift. Many of these animals are almost out of time.
You know that there's so many others out there, and you think, had we gotten here 1 week earlier, could we have saved more animals?
We need 2,000 new donors in the next 30 days so that we can reach more animals who need our help this summer. Visit joinaspca.org on any device or call this number now. Sign up for only 63 cents a day, and we'll send you this free membership kit with this one-of-a-kind ASPCA t-shirt, the photo of an animal you've helped rescue, and a subscription to ASPCA Action Magazine with news about rescues, pet care, and so much more. Please take this moment right now to help save these innocent animals from any more suffering.
To be able to give a dog the loving touch for the very first time, to hug a dog and say, it's going to be okay now, and you're going to be safe now.
We need 2,000 new donors, and because the situation is so urgent, if you sign up in the next 10 minutes, we'll send you this free membership kit, including a magazine subscription, the photo of a rescued animal, and this limited edition Animal Champion t-shirt.
To see it up close and know that that's how people treat animals is heartbreaking.
Lives are on the line right now, and we urgently need your help to save them. Please go online or call now.
Now Dawson, now Rayburn, on Perry, on Ludden. What's this on buzzer all of a sudden?
No, it's not hot in this costume at all.
What to your wandering eyes will appear the most Christmassy game shows in the middle of the year.
Santa Claus is making a list
And checking it twice.
Buzzer presents Christmas in July, featuring some of your favorite game show Christmas episodes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas in July, we're happy to say. July 28th on Buzzer. Let's play.
Get back to the match. Our champion trying for her 4th win, and she has a very slender one-question lead over the challengers. Robin at 35, Paul and Michelle both at 30. Before entering the Union, this sprawling U.S. state was an independent republic. Michelle?
Texas.
Texas. Here, sprawling, got to be Texas. Oh, one of them? Got a couple of matchboxes from there, right,
Yes,
Michelle?
I do.
In a classic musical film, Ethel Merman and Dan Daly found out there's no business. Robin?
Like show business.
Yes, indeed. And all three hands going for that buzzer on just about every question. Robin back in the lead. What word describes both a legal proceeding to recover a claim and a man's coat, vest, and trousers? Michelle?
A suit.
Yes, that's what they've got in common. A suit it is. You've tied Robin for the lead. To help regulate radio, television, and telegraph systems, Michelle?
The FCC.
More, please.
The Federal Communications Commission.
The FCC was established. What did those initials stand for? You got it. Nicely done. Federal Communications Commission it is. And you go into the lead, Michelle. Well, you worked hard for that. You had to have the initials and the names, but it's giving you the lead at an opportune moment because we've got a beautiful prize. You could have this.
Michelle, this prize is no fantasy. Singer Sewing Company's touch-sensitive Model 2210 sewing machine. Over 100 built-in stitches, plus time-saving features. Designed from years of sewing experience, furnished by Singer. And to keep you from becoming a Mad Hatter, we'll throw in $400 in cash for sewing lessons. It's normally priced at $1,300. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $11.
Well, Alice and the Mad Hatter hard at work. Mad Hatter's got $400 for you there.
Well, I really could use those lessons since I've never sewn.
Alice has got the sewing machine. That's a total of $1,300.
That's very
Not
nice.
for 11, but for the $5 lead you've got over Robin. Just $5, Michelle. Go, you got it. Enjoy the sewing machine, the $400 in cash. $1,300 bargain for just $5.
I'll learn how to sew.
We'll knock it off. You will enjoy that, I think. Don't watch your finger there now. So it is now Michelle and Robin in the tie, and Paul just 10 behind. What kind of animal do you own if you have a pet Persian or Angora? Robin?
A cat.
That's what it is. Champion back into the lead by 5. Nicknamed the Pearl of the Orient, Manila is the capital. Paul?
Philippines.
That's the country, and Paul keeps it close at 35. What life-sustaining substance gets its distinctive coloring from a pigment called hemoglobin? Michelle?
Blood.
Blood it is, and Michelle and Robin back into a tie. Now listen carefully. Pot or pan or plate? What cooking utensil describes a critic's bad review? Robin?
A pan.
Pan, that's what it is. Robin back into the lead, yes. Well, talking about reviews that are pans, one of my favorite reviews included the following line. The reviewer said, "Although I did not care much for the play, I must admit I saw it at a disadvantage. The curtain was up." Ooh, we'll be right back.
Love your summer. Long, sunny days, sizzling grills, and Omaha steaks. But there's more happening here. Family and friends are at the table together with great steaks at the center. This summer, gather your friends and family to share Omaha Steaks, America's original butcher. We've been true steak experts for 5 generations. 100 years of handcrafting grilling favorites and delicious steaks. They're delivered straight to your door with a 100% money-back guarantee. Today, your summer grilling favorites package includes 4 filet mignon, 4 pork chops, 4 chicken breasts, plus 4 beef burgers, 4 baked potatoes, and 4 caramel apple tartlets, all for just $59.99. Plus, order today and get 4 more burgers free. That's a cookout for 20. Call now or search summer on omahasteaks.com. Get together, grill together, and love your summer. Get your cookout for 20. Call today.
Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with ovarian cancer after regular use of Johnson & Johnson baby powder? You may be entitled to compensation. A December 2018 Reuters news report states that from 1971 to the early 2000s, Johnson & Johnson was aware their raw talc and finished powders sometimes tested positive for small amounts of asbestos, but didn't disclose it to regulators or the public. Substantial verdicts have already been awarded because of Johnson & Johnson's failure to warn the public of this risk, including a $4.69 billion verdict in July of 2018 and 3 other verdicts totaling over $614 million. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with ovarian cancer after regular use of Johnson & Johnson baby powder for feminine hygiene purposes, you may be entitled to compensation. How do you fight for the compensation you deserve? You choose the right legal team that has the experience, support staff, and resources to get the most compensation for your injuries. Call now.
To a good match with three nice people, and it is Robin at 50, Michelle at 45, Paul at 35. So it's very close. $15 separate the players, $15 money card up on the board. Let's get back with a fame game, looking for a famous place. I was the last Confederate state to secede from the Union and the first to return. My land starts high in the mountains and dips till it reaches the Mississippi. More Civil War battles were fought in me than any other state except Virginia. Davy Crockett grew up in me. Paul.
Kentucky.
No. Out of the rest of the question, we'll clear it. Continue for Michelle and Robin. And Robin.
Tennessee.
Tennessee is right. Yes, indeed. Interesting. More battles other than Virginia. You've got control. $15 money card. Where?
It's the number 7.
Well, you've got a slender one-question lead, Robin. You might need a money card. Good luck.
I do. I need that $15 money card now.
She hits a $15 money card. That puts some pressure on the challengers as we add that $15 to Robin's score. He jumps up to 65. All three players back in now. Try this for 5. On the employee roster of Doubleday Publishing Company, you'll find Michelle.
Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis.
That's the former First Lady. You're right. You go to 50, yes. What word describes both something new and a long fictional story written in prose? Robin.
Novel.
That's what they've got in common. Novel it is. And Robin, I remember, has got a novel that she's hoping to get published.
That's right.
In 1868, the U.S. president who came within one vote of being removed from office was Paul.
Grant.
No. Andrew Johnson. Paul took a chance, cost him 5, down to 30. Robin, you got the lead with the instant cash. Well, I hope our friends at home are with us on the last show. It was very exciting when it was hit for $16,000, so that means we start over. 2 boxes have $100 bills. One today is worth, as we start over, $1,000. Plus the amount of your lead if you want to go for it. Robin, you have a $20 lead over Michelle, so it would cost you $20 for a shot at another, not too shabby, $1,000.
Go for it.
Robin, go for it, says Michelle.
I think I'm going to need my $20
going once,
lead.
going twice. No sell. Oh, she hit that $15 money card. I guess you have to think about the 25 coming up a little later.
That's right.
Well, as it starts to build again, let's see where it was today. It was in number 3, had the $1,000. And as it builds, goes to $2,000 on the next show. Robin tries to hang on to her lead to try for a lot more with the Winner's Big Money game. We'll be back to finish it up right after this. I didn't think you were going to the 20, no?
I don't know why I didn't get screened a long time ago. I kept putting it off. What was I thinking?
Okay, Mr. Jones, we're all done.
I told you it was easy.
With Lifeline screening, getting screened for unknown health conditions is so quick, easy, and affordable, you'll wonder why you hadn't done it before. So if you're over age 50, call now and schedule an appointment near you. For just $149, you'll receive 5 screenings, including ones that use ultrasound technology to look inside your arteries for plaque that builds up as you age and increases your risk for stroke and heart disease. Visits take only about an hour, you stay dressed, and tests are painless. Plus, you'll get a personalized results kit, which includes a detailed report to share with your doctor. These screenings go beyond an annual checkup, and unless you have symptoms, insurance companies and Medicare typically won't cover them. Unfortunately, by the time symptoms develop, it could be too late. Now you don't have to wait. You get all 5 screenings together in this special offer, saving over 50%. So join the over 8 million Americans who chose Lifeline screening to be proactive and help take control of their health. After all, statistics show 80% of all strokes and heart disease are preventable. 9 out of 10 cardiovascular doctors support preventive screenings among patients with key risk factors. And for 4 out of 5 people who have a stroke, their first symptom is a stroke. Fortunately, you now have an opportunity to find out what your body isn't telling you. Call today and start with a free health assessment to understand your best plan of action. And for just $149, you'll receive 5 screenings that could make all the difference. It's a special offer that saves you over 50%.
So why didn't we do this earlier?
Lifeline Screening. The power of prevention. Call now to learn more.
Now, Robin wanted to hang on to that lead. She's got it. And Robin, if you hang on to it, you'll be playing that winner's big money game for $8,000. Right now it's Robin at 70, Michelle at 50, Paul at 30. According to the title of a Jules Verne novel, a submarine called the Nautilus. Paul.
20,000 leagues under the sea.
That's what I wanted to hear, 20,000. How many leagues was it under the sea? 20,000 it is. Well done. This type of folk music originated on the island of Trinidad. Michelle.
Reggae?
No. Gave us such songs as Deo and the Banana Boat Song. That goes a little before reggae. Calypso. Calypso. Took a chance, cost you 5. What actor won an Oscar for his role as the neighborly astronaut in terms of endearment? Michelle.
Jack Nicholson.
And you got that 5 right back. Nicholson it is. You got a 50. Well, Michelle and Paul, if you're going to catch her, you might need that $25 money card going up on the board now. Final fame game and a famous person. I lived about 600 BC, and I am still famous today. Because of me, the world uses many familiar expressions that have charm and simplicity. Paul.
Confucius.
No. The chance out of the rest of the question will clear it. Continue for the ladies. Before me, the tales had been handed down orally. Robin.
Aesop?
That's right. Aesop goes back 600 BC. Aesop's fables, of course. $25 money card where?
Down to number 8.
Well, Robin, we lock into your buzzer again. You could maybe put the match away if you hit that 25. Good luck.
All right, $25 money card. Now.
She hits it. Wow. We add that $25 to Robin's score. And one of the challenges would have to get on a heck of a roll if they're going to catch her as we finish it up with the speed round. May I have 60 seconds on the clock, please? It is now Robin at 95, Michelle at 50, Paul at 35, but there are enough questions if you got on a big roll. Let's start the speed round now. When you're extremely happy, you might say you're in 7th. Robin?
Heaven.
Right. According to legend, what type of tree did George Washington confess to Michelle?
Cherry tree.
Right. What actor wrote, directed, and starred in the movies Heaven Can Wait and Red? Michelle?
Warren Beatty.
Right. According to legend, during what phase of the moon would you turn into a werewolf? Michelle?
Lunar phase. Moon phase.
Wrong. What large sea mammal is the only seal with tusks? Robin?
A walrus?
Right. In what U.S. state could you visit smoldering Mount St. Helens? Michelle?
Washington.
Right. What warbling type of singing might you hear from the lips of a Swiss mountaineer? Paul?
Yodeling.
Right. On what TV sitcom did Joyce DeWitt and Priscilla Barnes share an apartment? Michelle?
Dynasty.
Wrong. When we breathe, we take in oxygen and release what gas? Paul?
Hydrogen.
No, wrong. What's the last name of sister authors Anne, Emily, and Charlotte? Robin.
Bronte.
Right. Who portrayed Elizabeth Taylor's husband in the movie Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Robin.
Richard Burton.
Right. In what sport are the periods of play called chukkers? Time is up. Robin with a big win. Congratulations. Back to the champ in a moment. She got those money cards, and she had enough cushion to just coast in there, even though Michelle started to make a move at the beginning. Time ran out. The periods of play, chukkers. The sport polo has chukkers, that's right. And the TV sitcom, Joyce DeWitt, Priscilla Barnes share an apartment with John Ritter. A lot of ladies did it, but Three's Company was the show, right? And the phase of the moon where you turn into a werewolf, that's in the full moon. That's the phase of the moon. And when you're breathing, you take in oxygen and release just about anything, maybe, but carbon dioxide.
You had to repeat that.
I'm sorry about that. Well, I don't mind because, it is never a test of knowledge. Everything is going so quickly there on the show. We've got to say goodbye to Michelle and Paul. Michelle, you did very well, as a matter of fact. I'm looking over there. You've got the his and her watches, the sewing machine, $555 in cash. Michelle, for the day, not too shabby, $2,055.
Thank you. I had a wonderful time.
That's nice to hear. Thank you for joining us from Santa Barbara. Paul, thank you for joining us from Seattle, Washington, and keep up the good windsurfing business there. We have some nice party gifts for you. Thank you for being here. But Robin did it again, and before we do anything else, she's going to get a prize for winning the match. So, Robin, we are down to 2 numbers, 2 great prizes. Which one is going to be yours?
Let's go with number 1.
Number 1. So, for winning the match, Robin gets a computer. And again, it is something you need.
Yes.
Oh, this is a good one. You'll like this. Don, tell her all about it.
Robin, you'll mean business with this sensational home computer. Ideal for keeping those bills organized, features a Pro printer and color monitor. Yours with a gift certificate from Disc 3 Mart Incorporated. This prize is worth $3,000.
That is a big computer setup. You'll enjoy that, Robin. Now, Robin tries for more. She joins me to play the winner's big money game. Come on, Robin. Well, those money cards sure gave you a cushion that time. It does make life easier when you hit that 15 and 25. Well, congratulations once again as you continue your winning ways. And this time you play the winner's big money game for $8,000. All right, Robin, 3 envelopes to pick. Red, yellow, or blue. Which one do you want to play?
Yellow.
Okay, come on. Let's do it. Solve 4 of the puzzles in here, and you'll get, in 20 seconds, you'll get $8,000. Remember, the clock starts when the first word of each puzzle is revealed. Stops when you hit that plunger to give me an answer. Got to give me an answer right away. Right. Good luck. We're all with you. 20 seconds on the clock. And your first puzzle starts now. City where Lincoln Memorial. Yes?
Washington, D.C.
That's right. Capital located Washington, D.C. it is. Took a moment, but you're right on target. 15 seconds. That's your first correct answer. You need 3 more before that clock hits 00. Let's go to the next puzzle. Now. Animals. Long neck. Yes?
Giraffe?
Makes it the tallest. Giraffe is right. Good. I think you're taking a bit of a chance, but not too big a chance. Long neck's got to be giraffe, and as you know, we do not try to fool you with these.
Right.
You're at the halfway mark. You're a little ahead with 11 seconds. Next puzzle. Now. City. Where? MIT. Harvard. Radcliffe. Located in?
Pass.
Cambridge. Cambridge, Massachusetts. Couldn't come up with it. All righty, let's go on to the next one now, and we'll start it now. Sweet, sticky, liquid bees give us honey. You have such knowledge right at your fingertips when you're playing the game, and you get up here, and there's that one that throws you off. But you've hit it though once. You hit it once for cash, and you've missed it the next couple of times. And if you win the next time, you'll maybe hit it for $9,000. So you've done it once. I know you can do it again.
I got to.
Just on Golden Pond in Cambridge, right? You don't want me to remind you of that any more than Paul wanted me to remind him either. But you're still doing very well. We'll be back with a very good champion to wrap things up for the day right after this. It just seems to be that one. Just a little bit of... That's my note changes. I thought the danger would be I thought you might say Boston.
That's what I was playing with in my mind, and I knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I might have been better to get it to say something wrong.
I don't know.
I kept waiting for the word that was given.
Yeah, that's always a tough decision, huh?
Escape to BritBox, the biggest streaming collection of British TV ever. From beloved classics to the best new shows direct from the UK, like brand new Shetland.
Instead of judging me, why don't you imagine that is your girl?
I think there's something much bigger behind this.
I will find your daughter! I swear I'll find her!
Now streaming exclusively on BritBox. Binge Britain's best. Start your free trial today at BritBox.com.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. When I go to sleep, I only dream about my other dreams. Just a metaphor to show 'em how I think of everything. If you want it, gotta get it, gotta live it, no condition.
Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with any type of lung cancer in the past few years? Even if you smoked, your cancer may be a result of exposure to asbestos, and you may be entitled to significant compensation. Who do you call for the legal assistance you need? You call the Lung Cancer Law Center and the lawyers who have dedicated their careers working to recover hundreds of millions of dollars in compensation for asbestos victims diagnosed with mesothelioma and lung cancer, including smokers whose risk factor is 50 times that of non-smokers. In fact, many of these companies knew the risks of asbestos exposure and that it was significantly more dangerous for smokers, but just didn't care. The attorneys with the Lung Cancer Law Center have decades of experience and are here to determine if and when you were exposed to asbestos and who should compensate you. If you've been diagnosed with lung cancer, call the Lung Cancer Law Center at SWMW Law. You don't pay anything until we win.
Back with our champion, Robin McCarahan, and I was asking Robin about, she seemed very happy about the computer. I forgot, you are a writer.
Yes.
And the computer will be sensational for writing.
right.
When you make a mistake, you don't have to worry about erasing it. You just knock it right out of there and it's gone.
Delete.
You will enjoy it. That is a beautiful prize. Congratulations. Incidentally, after we can swing over our crack modeling crew over there playing around with Robin, one of her other prizes, that massage table. So she's had a big week. And Robin will be back to defend the title with $20,418 on sale of the century. Bye for now.
Tale of the Century stars Jim Perry. This is Don Morrow speaking. Tale of the Century is a Reg Grundy production.